it's the illusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. For Sober Wednesday, we're running a little late today. I've reverted to going in via the my phone versus what was going on here. So let me just, I gotta see how this is going. Delete forever. Boom. All right, that wasn't working. Let me see if I can get this up and running. What's going on, everybody? Let's see. I can get if this works out, this actually might change the game. Clear and clean. Yeah, it's because I'm going out. This actually looks, I'm going through my iPhone and not the internet service. So I don't know. It's only good for the laptop. So we're going Sober Wednesday. Oh, dude, I need one, dude. Let me get the lighting a little better. Here we are, man. Another Sober Wednesday, dude. All right, so God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Wisdom to know the difference, right? Well, you're in the right place, Cody. At least you made it back. I relapsed like an idiot. Dude, you don't harm yourself more by coming down on yourself. You're here, dude. You know what you did wrong. I would probably venture to say you didn't jump into a support group. You didn't get in there with maybe you did. I don't know. Got to go to meetings, man. You got to do the thing, dude. It's hard. It's a battlefield out there. But we'll get to you, Cody, in a minute. And, as we do with this hour is dedicated to sobriety. And sobriety is separating yourself from all things that would get between you and God, right? That's what sobriety is to me, dude. And it can be a lot of things. I had AA, you're right. The second I sacked, I relapsed. Yep, exactly. We'll get to you in a minute here, Cody. Let me do the alcohol is tough, dude. It's everywhere. It is at the gas stations, the supermarkets, your parents' cabinets, your wherever. So this is about like what gets between you and God. Sobriety is a bountiful relationship with God, and a lot of things can get between us and God, man. Let's not think that anger isn't a drug. Let's not think that drama isn't a drug. Running, hiding, those are all drugs too, because they can separate you from God. And so this is, we got a lot of people out there who, are contemplating suicide and all sorts of dark solutions to this. All right, I'm dialing this in. And there is a solution, dude. There is one who has all power. That one is God. May you find him now. All right. I think I'm just kind of dialing in my scene here a little bit. I got to get my chat coming in on the stream, and we're figuring this all out. So, let me just read today's been a struggle, dude. Let me tell you, dude. Today's been a struggle. Let me just read how it works from chapter 5 of the Big Book, Alcoholics Anonymous. This is not an AA meeting. This is not affiliated with AA. But I have found that how it works can be applied to anyone's life, dude. Just read it. Give it a chance, dude. It's worked for me, and it's worked for countless others. So here's how it works. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. Those who do not recover are people who cannot or will not completely give themselves to this simple program. Usually men and women who are constitutionally incapable of being honest with themselves. There are such unfortunates. They are not at fault. They seem to have been born that way. They are naturally incapable of grasping and developing a manner of living which demands rigorous honesty. Their chances are less than average. There are those too who suffer from grave emotional and mental disorders, but many of them do recover if they have the capacity to be honest. Our stories disclose in a general way what we used to be like, what happened, and what we are like now. If you've decided what you want, what we have, and are willing to go to any length to get it, then you're ready to take certain steps. At some of these we balked. We thought we could find an easier, softer way, but we could not. With all the earnestness at our command, we beg of you to be fearless and thorough from very start. Some of us have tried to hold on to our new, old ideas, and the result was nil till we let go. Absolutely. Remember that we deal with alcohol, cunning, baffling, powerful. Without help, it is too much for us. But there is one who has all power. That one is God. May you find him now. Half measures availed us nothing. We stood at the turning point. We asked his protection and care with complete abandon. Here are the steps we took, which are suggested as a program of recovery. 1, we admitted we were powerless over whatever it is. It says alcohol here, but it could be anything at this point, dude. It could be a dog. I'll get to that. That our lives have become unmanageable. Unmanageability, dude. 2, came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. 3, made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood him. 4, made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. 5, admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. 6, we're entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. 7, humbly asked him to remove our shortcomings. 8, made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. 9, made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10, continued to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. 11, sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood him, praying only not for his knowledge for us and the will to carry, and the will for us and the power to carry that out. 12, having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to alcoholics and practice principles in all of our affairs. Many of us exclaimed, "What in order? I can't go through with it." Do not be discouraged. No one among us has been able to maintain anything like perfect adherence to these principles. We are not saints. The point is that we are willing to grow along spiritual lines of principles we have set down our guides to progress. We claim spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection. Our description of the alcoholic, the chapter, the agnostic, and our personal adventures before and after make clear 3 pertinent ideas. We were alcoholic and could not manage our own lives. B, that probably no human power could have relieved our alcoholism, and then God could and would if he were saw it, dude. Could and would if he were saw it, dude. Could and would if he were saw it. Let me get my cup of coffee, dude. Hold on. Sobriety, man. What is it? What is it, man? I don't know what it is, really. It's a complex set of variables. It's really about accepting unmanageability and powerlessness, right? And so for the last solid 6 weeks, maybe 2 months, I've been fully super manageable as I've ever been in my life, man. I've been on point, dude. I've been dealing with my emotions. I've been patient. I've been super organized, super gung-ho, super getting everything done in front of me and handling business and even-tempered and even-keeled and the whole thing, right? Like killing it in the game, dude. Like just, yeah, Johnny, kill it in the game, dude. What? 10 days ago, 12 days ago, 10 days ago, Space Bun, sending some love. I appreciate that. Thank you. 10 days ago, unmanageability and powerlessness entered my picture, and it has just been a struggle in the middle of all this manageability and control. So 10 days ago, like this puppy arrived in our world. It's like 4 months. I guess it's still technically a puppy. So part of me being a more mellow, so I'm not a dog person. I'm not anti-dog. I'm just not a dog person. I'm just not that person, right? I've owned dogs. I've taken care of dogs. I don't really have a big issue with them. But I know what they are, dude, and I don't groove to it. I'm more of a cat guy. Just do your own thing, leave me alone, whatever. So with all the stuff that's gone on, like I had to surrender some of what was going on. Like I went and found this house and we bought this house and I took charge of this whole thing. You know, me and my wife were on same page, dude. So I ran this whole operation. Her thing was like, I'm getting a dog for Owl because you were way up in the country, right? It makes total sense on paper, right? A boy needs a dog, right? Owl loves his dog. But dude, it is so unmanageable. So unmanageable, dude. The amount of stress that a 4-month-old dog has added to this world. And I fail. All my spiritual truths, all my mellowness, all fail. 100% character defects just percolating out of me. Praying to God, doing everything I can. I don't dislike the dog. Love the dog. Owl loves the dog, but I'm not into it, dude, right? It craps everywhere, not in the house. We handled that right off the bat, but I'm just cleaning up dog shit everywhere. The thing is unmanageable. Owl doesn't know how to manage a dog yet. He's 6.5, so there's always like the dog and the dog and the dog. The dog's eating shoes and eating everything, and he smells. I give him baths. It's the whole thing, dude, right? If only, right? If only they hadn't, I had to surrender on this thing, right? But I sit there and I resent it. I get mad at, resentment's the number one offender in sobriety. I'm super resentful about the dog, dude. I'm like, I didn't want one. I wouldn't have one here. I don't want it in my life, but I know that it ain't going anywhere. The dog knows I don't like it. And it's not that I don't like it. It knows it. I have zero tolerance for it, right? I have a zero tolerance for it, man. And I'm doing my best. I've been taking care of the thing, right? But man, it's like this. I'm being I'm working it out real time with you guys because we just had a whole scene go on with the dog out there. So we were playing, right? Al, there's these boulders, right? These boulders in front of the house. It's like a wall, but it's not boulders. So Al likes to hop on the boulders, and Al's been all day. He's like, "Do you got to come and play the boulder game with me and jump over the boulders?" And I follow him on the boulders, and he sets these patterns I do on the boulders. So I'm like, "All right, I've been handling stuff all day." And so I'm out there doing the boulder things, and he's like, "Just come out with me." And I'm like, "Dude, you got to bring the dog out, dude. Like, you can't keep the dog." And we keep him in the hallway. We got him all set up. He's all taken care of. He's got a bed, the whole thing, right? So I'm like, "You got to bring that. You can't just play outside without the pup, right?" So it's all my idea. And we're out there playing the thing, and we're jumping on the boulders, and I jump on the boulders, and I'm big, Al's small, and I jump off the boulders. Next to the dog loses his mind and comes at me one of those things, and it turns into a whole scene, dude. Like my bad self reacts. Like I have a history. So if I'm thinking about it right now, if I'm being thoroughly honest about, like when I was young, nine, I got mauled by a dog, right? I got fully attacked by a dog, like a friend of ours' dog, a mellow dog, the house dog, like a yellow lab, fully just ragdolled me, right? At a young age, man, like 9. I think I was 9, maybe a little older. So I've always had that vibe. And so like, and dogs are very sensory oriented animals, right? So they know I have a screw loose about them. So we're already vibing, dude. And I generally understand this, so I don't do the thing. So the dog hates me from the get-go, dude. Like, let's make that clear. So from the moment we got the dog, it knows it doesn't like me. And I'm like, the dog, right? So the outside world's a reflection of my inner self. So there's all this order in my life right now, all total sober order. But that's not what sobriety is. It's not order. It's not lining everything up. There's this one thing that is unmanageable and it's powerless and it's kicking my ass, dude. It's literally the dog's kicking my ass, dude. I'm talking to myself. I'm like tripping. All my character defects are bubbling to the surface. Al and I have been arguing about it, dude, because Al doesn't know how to deal with it himself, but it's his dog, so he gets frustrated. And I'm like, dude, like the other night, the dog was chewing on its bed, dude. Like I'm washing its bed every 3 nights. It's just like a whole thing, right? And the dog doesn't like me, and I'm like, look, I'll do all the stuff the dog's not gonna like giving it a bath. It's like, no. And I'm like, dude, you don't want, I'll deal with it, Al. So I got to like manhandle this dog and get into the tub and clean it because it reeks, dude. It's starting to smell better. Every bath, it gets a little less smelly, dude. But so I'm sitting there, man, and I'm failing. I'm failing in my new dream, dude. My new world, I'm failing. And I'm like, and it's getting me more and more frustrated. It's getting me crazier, dude. And so I'm sitting there, and the crazier I get, the dog senses it. That dog's like, this guy's gunning for me, dude. And I'm not, but it knows that I got a screw loose, dude. That I have character defects. It sees right through me. The dog sees right through me, dude. It's a dog. That's what they do. I know it can talk. So I'm in this paradigm, and dude, I have like this victory with my stepdaughter today, right? My stepdaughter's like gonna go rogue out there in the world somewhere, and I talk her off the ledge. I have this great conversation with my stepdaughter. At one moment, I'm like solving like this like human riddle, and at the next moment, I'm failing on this like dog riddle, dude. And I sit there, and my solution, because I'm not going to drink about it, I'm not going to drug about it, I'm not going to do anything about it, is to run from it. Like run from it, man. And run from it, like in this situation, is like, just go give it to somebody else, dude. Just go return it, dude. And I go, that's not fair. Al loves his dog. And so I'm going in the thing, and I'm trying to bond with the dog, and Al's getting pissed, and it's like a whole thing. And this isn't about the dog. This is about, no matter how manageable it is, there's always going to be something unmanageable, man. 100%. So Owl, come on. So what do you do, right? Well, yeah, I admit I'm powerless to this, right? That's the first thing. I have to admit I'm powerless over it, dude. I'm not going to have any power over the situation, which ultimately, the minute I it was funny. It was like earlier today. It was like an hour ago. I realized how powerless and unmanageable it was, which made me regroup and reassort my role in the situation. And me and the dog actually had like a good like teaching moment for each other, right? Like it like listened, and we're working on the leash and the whole thing. And but it's always realizing that sobriety is much deeper than anything else, dude. Right? That it's not, it's inside of me somewhere. So like, what am I getting at is this, is God's not going to give you more than you can handle, right? So God's given me the opportunity to look at some of my fucked up character defects recently, dude. Because on the thing, everything else is perfect, dude. Like, but oh, there's some unfinished business in here that only a dog, like, to tell, like, being thoroughly honest right now, I haven't ever written down the dog stuff in my inventory until right now. Like if I'm going to do a little bit of fourth and fifth step right now, like I've never really thought about the dog stuff in my sobriety, like as like, oh yeah, that happened to me at 4. It was a 4-H dog. Oh yeah, that happened. And then I had this dog. So I had this other dog I was dating this girl, right? And she gave me this dog for Christmas, dude. And I was like, dude, she gave me this like pit bull, dude. This was in like 1993, 1990. No, it was 1990. She gave me this beautiful baby brindle pit bull. Hooch. And I was super bummed because that's when the pit bulls were first getting all their bad raps and stuff, dude. And she gave me this pit bull, and it like, I remember I was super bummed that it came and like it got on the bed and it just laid its head on my shoulder. Me and this dog were like this, dude. Hooch, man. Hooch was my dog, dude. Actually, Hooch was my dog, man. And well, 6 months later, man, like me and this chick broke up. She stole my dog, dude. She stole my dog, dude. And funny, dude. Stuff, man, right? So we were broken up. I had this VW bus at the time, this 69 Combine VW bus. And Hooch was my road dog, dude. Rolled with me everywhere, dude. Like, it's my dog, dude. And so the girlfriend was staying at her, like, parents' house with her grandma. Her mom and her grandma, they all lived very dysfunctional. They lived in this apartment. So I went over one day, dude. I was like, I'm going to get my dog. Like somehow they tricked me into keeping the dog for like the weekend. Like the girl was like, oh, because we'd had the dog together. And she's like, I just missed the dog. And I was like, all right, and I'm thinking making him play on the girl, whatever. So I let the dog stay for the weekend. And she's like, I'm not giving you your dog back. And I'm like, what do you mean you're not giving me my dog back? She's like, no, I'm keeping the dog, dude. I'm like, no, you're not. I want my dog back. So this goes on for like a week, 10 days. And I finally go, all right, man, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to roll over there like midday. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till they got to do something in the garage. And I'm going to pull up my bus with the door open. And I'm going to call its name, dude. And it'll run right in my car, dude. So I plan, I sit there and I see the garage door open. I see they're doing something in the garage, and I fully coast my VW bus in the thing, right? No engine on. I just coast it down the hill to their driveway, and I pull up, and I'm like, Hooch, come on, Hooch. And I'm in the bus, and Hooch comes running down the stairs out of the house and just jumps right in the back of my VW bus and sits in its seat. Like it has like one of those bench seats. It sits dead center in the back seat, and I look at it, and it's like, let's go. And I let I pop it into gear and I start it, and dude, the grandma comes running out and stands in front of the bus, dude. And I'm sitting there, and the mom comes in. I'll never forget it. Comes in and just grabs my dog by the collar, Hooch. Hooch is the sweetest dog ever, and just yanks the dog out of the bus. The grandma's standing in front of the car, and like, so it all happened so quick. Into the garage door shut, dude. And the grandma's like, "We called the cops. You need to leave, dude." That was the last time I ever saw my dog, dude. So maybe I got some issues around it, man. Now that I think about it. That's why it's not that I don't like dogs, dude. It's just. So, moving the ball forward, right? That still hurts, man. That still hurts, dude. Right now, man. That still hurts, dude. And, so, moving the ball forward to today, right? So Owl's got his dog, dude. I've been a dick about it, man. Now that I've opened up this can of worms, right? Like, I've been a dick about it, dude. I didn't know why I've been a dick about it, dude. But the reason that we do these unsober things, the way that the unmanageability and the powerless gets back to us, is it shows up, dude, because there's something unsolved. I've never forgiven, I've never even, I need to actually pray and forgive and take my role in that. I hasn't done my work on it, right? So, there's no victims in the story, right? I have to own my side of the street. I got involved with this crazy girl, dude. And, so I need to actually do some work on that thing, right? So I have a chance to heal the dog wound right here, dude. I didn't really realize why I'm so. Makes sense. That's what sobriety is right there, dude. Sobriety is sitting, battling something that's unmanageable and powerlessness, and then talking to a group of other people about it and realizing that it's not what it appears to be. That underneath the reason that this is unmanageable and powerless and why I'm struggling in it and getting angry and frustrated and resentful and all that isn't because Owl has the cool dog Maverick. Isn't because of anything, dude. It's because I got some underlying issues around dogs. And see, I tell myself it's I don't like dogs. That's not true at all, dude. It's funny, man. It's a program of thorough honesty, right? I've been lying to myself for 30 years about it, dude. Is that 30 years ago, dude? Is that really 30 years ago? Jesus, man. 30 years I've been lying to myself about that I don't like dogs, dude. Because when the truth is well, we know what the truth is all of a sudden, don't we? Well, that's all I got. That's all I got on that share, man. So I got some work to do, man. I'm going to read some comments now. And I'll figure it out. I just figured it out, dude. That's what I mean. I just figured it out. See, that's the thing is, It's funny, man. So that's what it is, man. That's what it is right there, dude. I actually like feel actually like there's like I actually feel a solution now. I can unring the bell. I can't unring the bell, but I can unring the bell. I know why the bell I know why the bell tolls for me, dude. And so that's what I'm trying to say is with a lot of these streams, right? Is 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 where is it? Is no one among us has been able to maintain anything like perfect adherence to these principles. We are not saints. The point is that we're willing to grow along spiritual lines. The principles we have sat down are guides to progress. We claim spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection. It's all right there. So that's the point of the whole thing is why you got to do the work, man. Is because you're going to constantly find things inside of yourself that are painful like that, dude. Like that is straight up pain right there that I've truly been sitting on for 30 years, dude. And never had a way to deal with it, dude, till this very moment, man. Live time here on YouTube, dude. Sober Wednesday, dude. And, you know, there's always work to be done. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. So I guess going back to the first bear, going back to where is he? Cody Webb, dude. Cody Webb, who relapsed and felt like an idiot. You don't feel like an idiot, dude. Don't do that to yourself. Figure out what it was that you were sitting on inside of yourself that you didn't want to face, right? What is it in our pain that we have, our anger, our frustration, our unmanageability, our displeasure? It's not to be ignored. It's not to be ignored at all. It's to be truly looked at deeply and go, what is it that I'm supposed to discover in this madness? And it's like, you don't know what it is. Self can't reveal self to self, dude. I can't figure this out in my own head. Like, I have no ability to figure this out in my own head. I've been sitting here trying to figure it out for 10 days. Couldn't figure it out. It's only when I truly get honest. It's only when I sit here and I kind of bare my soul a little bit and go, yeah, this is what is it? What is the thing about the dogs? What is going on with the dog thing, right? And then you go, oh, then you uncover it and you go, man, that's something I drank over, dude. That was something I drank over, dude, for sure. That was one of those things that would resurface. That moment, sitting in that bus, haunts me. Like, you think about weird things, man. Like, that moment, I can see it right now. I can feel that moment right now. And I've been ducking and weaving that moment for 30 years, dude. 30 years I've been ducking and weaving that feeling. Cause you dog owners, you'll know. That wasn't like my dog died in natural causes. That was my dog was stolen from me, dude. Ripped from my car. You know, I read one of the comments in there was like, why didn't you call the cops? Because I was a fuck up. Because guaranteed I had a bunch of weed in my car and booze in my bus and drugs and LSD on me or whatever it was I had going on back in 1990, dude, right? Well, I didn't, because the people hated me because I was, you know, whatever. Like, so it's that thing, like, I set myself up for failure on that deal. I completely set myself up for failure on that deal. And when I think about it, right, when I sit here and think about it, like, yeah, man, I was messed up, dude. So good. Now I have a place to start, man. I have a place to start with healing the past by healing the present, right? That's what sobriety is right there, man. 13 years of sobriety, dude. Never, ever thought about this. 13 years of being sober, been through fires, trauma with my wife, chaos, having children, whatever, dude. Been ducking and weaving. No, I don't do dogs, dude. Don't like them. Don't like them. Yeah, here we are. So, don't think don't think you can't teach old dogs new tricks, yo. So, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. How do you forgive, dude? It's a good question, man. Well, one of the gifts of sobriety is, right, like we get a second chance, right? So as a Christian, right, I didn't understand what forgiving was, right? Like, so I went and I was born again. I got Jesus Christ. I got forgiven. God forgave me, right? Jesus Christ died on the cross for my sins, right? So that we could be forgiven. I didn't know what forgiveness was, right? I was forgiven, but I didn't know what it was. So just try to do that. Try to be forgiven. Want to be forgiven and realize that that's all anybody wants, right? So when we do the work on this thing, right, you go through your fourth and your fifth step, right? You get to take a real look at your darkness. And you want that pain to go away. And then you go do the amends process later in the thing, and you got to go to these people and you got to admit what you've done to them and turn yourself over to their consequence for you, right? And the forgiveness that you hope to receive, you must give, right? So if you know what the forgiveness is that you want, right, then you have a clue of what you need to give to them, right? So I know what I need to give back to those people to set us all free. Like, and again, this is metaphysical energy. I need to set those three people free and forgive them for that moment in time and space. What? What do you? Huh? Why don't you brush your teeth? So crazy. Oh, okay. And so it's that thing of try to figure out the way to forgive someone is try to figure out the worst thing you've done to someone else and what you would want in their forgiveness, dude. And then just reverse the process. That's all I can suggest is once you've truly forgiven someone, like I'll tell you, the greatest gift I was ever given with all the chaos I went through with my wife was learning to forgive. Real forgiveness. Not this bumper sticker forgiveness, but true forgiveness, dude. And remember, like, forgiveness is a two-way thing. You're not only forgiving them, you're forgiving yourself for putting yourself in their predicament to God. You're owning your side of the street, dude. So, do you think it's inherently wrong to smoke weed sometimes? No. Yeah, Jared and I, that's the whole point. That's I guess what I'm getting at is the whole point of the suffering is to get to the point to discover why it is that you suffer so that you can forgive the suffering, dude. You know what I mean? There was, I can't smoke sometimes. It ends up being, yeah, the weed turned on me, dude, a long time ago. I stopped smoking weed before I actually got sober. Like, it turned on me. Once you'll know, if you smoke a lot of weed, it'll turn on you eventually, dude. This situation sounds like it's tied into a lot of other painful experiences, always makes it harder. It's possible to forgive, though. Extreme horror requires extreme forgiveness. Yeah, but once you understand the what truly forgiveness is, like deep down inside of yourself, you kind of long for the moment. Like, I'm super stoked I can forgive. Like, I know what to do now, you know? You know what I mean? Like that's the beauty with sobriety and staying at it is like when you discover what it is, you're like, oh, that's what it is. Like, I'm telling you, like, I can feel that the brick came off my shoulders on this one, dude. Like, I really feel. You got it, Bird. And so, you know, I get to go have a conversation with this dog over here, Maverick, and communicate dog about it. And hopefully Maverick can forgive me and we can forgive each other, dude. No. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Dunkelson, let it go. Well, it's not about letting it go. It's about giving it back. Letting it go is to almost deny it. It's about giving it back. Give him a milk bone, dude. The internet connection, because I'm going through Wi-Fi. I'm not using Wi-Fi. I'm just using my cell signal, dude. So we're figuring this out on the fly, dude. Yeah, dude. It's no, it's the forgiveness is it's the Christian mentor once told me to forgive someone is as if to say to them, you don't owe me anything. It's almost even harder than that is to go, I owe you everything. Like, when you really understand forgiveness, it's a gift, man, what someone's done to you. To truly forgive, dude. Yeah, the dog chapter's about to get rad, dude. I'm stoked I figured that out with you guys tonight. Like, and that's why I tell people that it's super important to get with a group of other people that are suffering your affliction. Get with alcoholics, get with drug addicts, get with overeaters, get with sex addicts, get with whatever it is, because when you talk to them and when you bear your truths, right? When you explain your truths, you get to get free of it, and you get to, like, open up about it, and then his name makes sense, dude. Yeah, venting is necessary. But it's that weird thing is, like, there's no point venting on people that don't understand what you're venting about. Like, the beauty with the group of, like, sober people or Alcoholics Anonymous or NA or whatever your thing is it's people that understand why you're venting, dude. That's not what you're venting about. It's not the shoelaces that's making you crazy. It's everything else. So, again, going back to our friend who fell off at the beginning of this thing, Cody. Yeah, you got to stay with your people, man, so that you can vent, because the truth is you're not drinking because you want to drink. You're drinking because you don't want to be in pain anymore. You're shooting dope because you don't want to be in pain anymore. You're doing all these things because you don't want to be in pain anymore. Same with the anger, right? Same with the frustration. You're doing it because you don't want to be frustrated anymore. You don't want to be angry anymore, but you don't know how to not be angry anymore, because so you're getting more angry at the angry. It spirals out of control. It's only when you sit and pause and you go, well, what is it, dude? But you can't figure out what it is in your own head. Like the beauty of this thing is I know and feel comfortable enough with this crowd we've developed with the tribe here on Sober Wednesday that I know that I'm not alone. I'm not talking to just some camera. I'm talking to you. And I know you're picking up what I'm putting down, dude. So it's real, man. That thing that was 30, I'm still amazed that was 30 years ago. Like, it could be like 30 years to the day almost. No. Close. 30 years ago. Man, I would have been in August-ish. 30 years ago, man. I've been hanging on to that for 30 years, dude. Christ healing and Hamish in real time. Yeah, that is it, man. And now I know what to pray for. And now I got some work to do, dude. I got some work to do with that little four-legged buddy out there, where I gotta go to it and make it right, man. And it's not gonna happen overnight, dude. It's gonna be a process. But now that I know why I'm so frustrated about it, why I'm so angry about it, is not because of it's not what I thought it was. That's the beauty. It was the exact opposite of it. Like could have never figured that out on my own. You get what I'm saying? That's why we're all here together. And that's why I just suggest anyone who's out there trying to get sober, please don't do it alone, man. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you get sober alone, man. That seems to be a monumental undertaking that is beyond me. Let's see, what do we got here? Let me just read comments. Drowning Monday. Hey, sober since January. Any advice for a 24-year-old as you reflect on the new house? Any advice, man? If I hope you're with the tribe of sober people, dude. Like I said, the beginning's all about just getting through it, dude. You know? And allowing it to unfold how it is, dude. And allowing yourself to be uncomfortable and pained out and miserable and angry and frustrated. Like, see, anyone who thinks that sobriety is all about like you're on the wrong planet, dude. Sobriety is about truly like losing your mind, dude, and realizing that that's not how you want to live, and that the only way that you can live how you want to live is by accepting the truth that you are crazy, and that left to your own devices, dude, you'd burn it all down. Any advice for a college student who is slowly falling down into alcoholism? Dude, on your campus, guaranteed there's an AA group, dude. There's one on every college campus. You find that AA group on your college campus and you get with the sober people on your college campus, and you find it and you get real about it, dude, and you win. That's what college is for, dude. Like, that's what I found out about college. It's not about what you want to do. It's about learning what you don't want to do, dude. So that's what I would say, dude, is go to what the human resources or whatever that is on the thing where they have all the campus stuff. Go ask. Guaranteed there's an AA meeting on a sober group on your college campus that's been established for decades, and get with those people, get with your fellow collegiates, and get sober. It doesn't mean you got it. Just go give it a try, dude. If you want to go back to the kegger, dude, you can. It'll always be there. It will always be there, dude. And I'll tell you what, best hater, dude, any advice for a college student slowly falling into alcoholism? I never would have had that thought in college. So the mere fact that you're self-aware that at this point in your life is a blessing that should not be bypassed. The fact that you're in college and you're recognizing you have an alcoholism problem, you're winning, dude. I didn't have a clue, dude. Sending love from SF. What a madhouse it is here. Flatto, dude. Crazy to think that pain was in your mind somewhere that long, and then it finally dislodged. Yeah, isn't that crazy, dude? That it's been in there for that long, just rattling around in the little corner, dude. And it was only till Maverick showed up that it began to show up. And the only way it showed up is because my character defects were surfacing. Like, I was not who I wanted to be in that environment. And I have to, like, when you're not. Yeah, I wish I had been gotten to college and sober and still waiting until I was 40, right, Jeff? Yeah, I'm with you on that one. But then again, we got the gift of being lunatics too. Getting sober in a community that has alcoholism, drugs is in every household is difficult, but the impossible is possible. Reservation Keith, there's my friend right there, dude. I had such a fantastic conversation with Reservation Keith. Hey, Reservation Keith, I got your email the other day, dude, and I've been meaning to reply, dude. I just been swamped here, buddy. Dude, yeah, if Reservation Keith can be sober, dude, where Reservation Keith lives, dude, anyone can be sober, man. That is the true beauty of it. God bless you, brother. I'm hoping you can come on here and share your experience, strength, and hope one of these days, dude. Because you can get sober anywhere, dude. It's not about who or what you're around. It's about what we're willing to give back to God, dude, right? I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she's got a brother who's out of his mind. And and she's like, yeah, he's like, doesn't believe in God. He's all science guy. And I was like, you know what, man? I go, that's hopeful. She's like, what do you mean, dude? I go, well, he's so attached to science, and alcoholism is straight science. Like, it's scientific what drugs and alcohol will do to your body and your mind, dude. And so those people that don't have God in their life trying to get sober, I think that when it does finally show up for them, it is such a thunderbolt. See, that's the thing about God and sobriety, right? Like, I came to sobriety with God, right? I came to sobriety with God. So I didn't get the big lightning bolt and hand reaching out of the sky and lifting me up type of thing. I just was like, oh, wow. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And yeah, no, that was private conversation. So, but I think those who don't have God in their life, who are totally denying God, when they finally do see God, I imagine it is like a thunderbolt. Like, whoa, like God is real. Like, that must be rad. Spending your whole life, just God doesn't exist. God doesn't exist. Getting loaded. Why is my life burning down? Why is my life falling apart? God doesn't exist. God doesn't exist. And then getting that crack, the sunlight of the spirit crack, and being like, oh, just sober enough to be like, oh man, God does exist. That must be so rad. That must be like the coolest. I have to admit, that must be one of the gifts that the atheists get when they get sober and they find God. It's like, wow, this is radical. Because like, I came with God. I was like, all right, let's do it, dude. Ah, man, dude. We made it, dude. That was me, Jeff Jordash. That was me. Oh, you got that experience? Good for you, Jeff. In my experience, it's the converts who have the strongest emotion. Yeah. Dang, just tuning in. Can you tell one of your worst drug experiences, dude? I don't do it like that. It's not how I view it, dude. I was a Hunter S. Thompson guy, dude. There were no bad drug experiences. It just stopped working, dude. I liked all the chaos, dude. That's what I mean. Like, I'm a real drug addict alcoholic. I liked the pain. I liked the debauchery. I liked the chaos. I was into it, dude. That puking and dying and that was all good, dude. Oh, man. You know, so. Yeah, thanks, Chris. I'm going, little dude, I'm going through my cell phone signal, dude. So I figured it out. I'm watching the lives, I'm watching the comments on my laptop using the Wi-Fi. And I got my phone with the Wi-Fi turned off using the cell signal. Is it time? Okay, you're right. I got it out. Al and I have a.
Yeah, we were going to build a bunch of Legos.
All right, well, let me finish this up with the Serenity Prayer and the whole thing. Yeah, totally. You want to lead the Serenity Prayer? Go ahead, go.
Hey, wait.
Yeah. Go, do the Serenity Prayer.
You doing too.
Okay, God, grant me the serenity, to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. All right. And on the way out the door, if anyone could hand up the suicide prevention hotline numbers, that would be rad. My usual people, I'm behind schedule. Please let me finish up, and then we're Lego time. Okay? No. Stop! No, dude, you're not. I'm gonna clip you, dude. I've asked you not to do that right now. Okay? Like boundaries, buddy. Boundaries. Can someone throw up the suicide prevention number for both Canada and the United States? Because your life's important. There's no reason to kill yourself, dude. There are 116123 ROI and UK, dude. I think
There's part of it.
Oh, you did? Yeah, dude. And yeah, we'll let her. We'll Well, you could, Herman, you could, your trolling was pretty good up until this point. Now you're out of here, dude. I would have said I appreciated your trolling up to your Quandy Bandy Man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Thank you. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800. Al, stop. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255, 1-800-273-8255. And Quandy Bendy Man is appreciate the support there. And look, your life matters. Please call the thank you. And please just realize your life's important. Talk to someone, dude. Mental health, no shame, dude. We all have it, dude. Whatever's got you down, whatever's causing you to lose your mind, freak out, think that there's no solution. There is a solution. We just did it real time, live time, dude. Don't let any of these moments pass, dude. Find out what they mean. Learn the lesson before you have to repeat yourself again. Thank you for spending your time with me tonight. Wait. And National Suit, 1-800-273-8255. Your life's important. Use the name tags, and we will be back. Thank you for being here. God bless, and good night. All right, wait, I got to end it on this one. That's that one.